Good morning and welcome to camp. I'm out here this morning. You can hear the motor running in the background, and it's been about 12 months since I sprayed this ravine. Tobacco bushes, that one there, tobacco bush is just starting to flower, so it's going to seed, so I need to get rid of it. So I've come along here. When we first came to this property, this whole pasture, except for a little strip, is covered in lantana. Dry, and I'll break it up. And I've cleared the paddock next door too. There's a big pile over there, and come around, it just came out of there. All this stuff here will go, it'll all go and end up just like this paddock here. So we'll reclaim probably acres up here, but that's the biggest lump I've had on the tractor yet. The lantana was up these banks here. Couldn't even see the bottom of the ravine. So what we have here is a very noisy trailer. It's get back a bit. It's got a 215 litre tank on it, 6 horsepower petrol engine, belt driving a 3-piston pump, and it's got a reel with 30 metres of hose on it. So you can see the pump operating there, and driving those stiffeners backwards and forwards, causing pressure. The hose has run out. So every woody weed in the pasture needs to be covered in spray. It's a big job. Yesterday I put out 400 litres in this one pasture, and this is the first 200 this morning. So as you can see, I'm wetting down the plants individually and basically covering all this woody weed in spray. So lantana in the background there. If you miss a branch on the lantana, that branch will survive, and as long as the sun rays are on the leaves, the plant will live. Usually a second treatment will get them. That's a tobacco bush there, that's lantana there. Lantana in front of me, tobacco bush. Tobacco bush in the background over there. What I don't get this time, I'll hit next time. Show you a nice elk fern over in that tree there, so just be aware of that. This is the problem when they seed like this monster here. That'll be putting seeds into the ground for next year. You can see that lantana over there. It's gone right up into that tree. Climbs like crazy. Anyway, you got the guts of what I'm doing. Each year I push deeper and deeper into the ravines, and the only part I don't touch is the areas that have got a bit of lantana where it's shady. Lantana won't do very good, but in the sunshine, if the sun, I'll show you some in a minute. These are the absolute gems on the property. Elkhorns. We have many staghorns as well, and there's a fern growing out the top of there, and there's a fern growing out the base down there. So I haven't touched this with any spray, and this tree is dying, so when it comes down we'll probably harvest the elkhorns and probably sell them, I'd say. So this is an area I just sprayed just a minute ago. If I come back here, whoops, a bit wobbly the ground here. And you can see on the other side there where it's an open area, lantana, you can see where the lantana's been killed in the past, but the grass has grown. It's a very large leaf grass, and it grows down into the creek, which is right here. So all that's been sprayed up through there. What I'll do is I'll come back and show another video sometime. But right throughout the property we have these big boulders, basalt it is, and these ravines or gullies have been washed out, exposing these underground rocks, and they're everywhere, the rocks. It's hidden inside here. Yep, absolutely gorgeous, those finds. There's some staghorns. Let's go down. Only 6 months ago these were really small. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 beautiful stags here that we're going to take off this tree, and you can see a bit of erosion there. The grass, some coarse bladed grasses has started on that. The cattle do walk around through this little trail just here, so they'll make that trail bigger, and that will eventually, bank will be grassed over. All through this area here, you can see where the weeds are. That used to be lantana. Looking down that ravine there, that used to be just a little place for the cattle to walk through, and it was lantana on either side 4 years ago. So gradually what we're doing is we're feeding back the lantana tobacco bush. There's a tobacco bush in the field here. When I get to that, I sprayed this yesterday. You can see the evidence of the spray. It quickly knocks the plants. Hopefully we can knock them over before they seed. This is a lovely meadow, it's a lovely pasture, but this is the thing that's it's tobacco bush. I call it tobacco bush. I think the Aboriginals called a peat. There's a peat that grows on it that they cook, but it smells like cat urine. Devil's tomato. Cows do eat these weeds, so I'm not so worried about those. But if I don't hit the weeds in this pasture, they'll just take back over, and the lantana the same. It'll just creep back out of the ravines. In the mountain there, it's just covered in lantana. We do need a fire to go through. Hasn't been one since 2012. So that'll get rid of all that undergrowth, lantana, horrible lower scrub, and replenish the gum trees. Anyway, thanks for coming along, and I'll keep on spraying, and I want to do another 200 litres this morning to finish this pasture off, let it sit for 30 days before the cattle come back in. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one. Bye for now.